Hey guys, Tim here. Like I said in a previous video, I wanted to show you all phases and kind of what I look at when I'm looking at a job with multifamily. This is after you've got the land, after you've already under construction, and you're at the building I'm looking at right now. We've got slabs in, which means all the rough excavating's been done, dug out footers. I'll show you footers in another video to come. But kind of what I'm looking at, and I'll give you a view. I'm working on a phone, so what you're looking at is here. The 7-unit building, which would be 7 townhouses. And kind of what you're looking at from this point is you got your footers in, you got your poured walls up, you have your plumbing, your ground, what they call groundworks, your plumbing in the ground coming up out of the slab. And then what you see here is what we call a temporary driveway, something the county makes you do. As you can see, or I hope you can see, the silt fence that runs around the perimeter of the lot, which is another county requirement. Silt fence is something you need to think about when you're doing these jobs. You need to price it in from a erosion control company or a labor company, whoever does it in your area. It's not too much money. It's about $1.10 a foot. If you're doing a bigger job, you can get a better price on a whole job altogether. But these driveways, as you can see, the silt fence ends right at these driveways. So this is the entrance that the town or the city or the jurisdiction wants you to use. And this is Virginia, so I'm sure it's that same way. I know it is in Maryland and West Virginia and DC. So that's kind of what you gotta, you need to think about when you're pricing these jobs with your excavator. You need to ask him to price in a temporary driveway in the price. A lot of times, if you're working on multifamily, I'm sure you know this, but this also applies to single family too. You're going to have to put in some kind of temporary driveway. So when I'm looking at these slabs, what I'm looking at is all the anchor bolts in for the framing. I take my layout and I'll look and make sure all the plumbing's in the right place, because if you haven't caught it by now, you sure do want to catch it at this phase, because you're going to be jackhammering concrete up. You're going to be doing something that you really don't want to do. You should have caught it by now, but you definitely want to catch it by this phase. What I'm also looking at is, you'll see the chain link fence, which is called super silt fence. This is a part of the silt fence. This goes around your sewer clean out, and over there is your water crock, that's where they bring in your water and hook your water meter to. But as far as the slab, what I'm looking at is, from this point, I'm calling the framer, my framing company, and I'm calling the concrete company, and I'm having a meeting with them, and we're going to shoot these slabs, because once again, a lot of this business is preventive. If you can prevent it, then you'll save yourself a lot of money and a lot of headache. And another thing you'll do, if you're organized through the process, it makes your contractors a lot happier, to where, in this day and age, people are so busy that contractors can work for anybody. So and the more organized and the more efficient your job is, the more a contractor will want to work for you, because obviously the more money they can make. The faster they can do the job and it runs smooth, the more money they make as a company. So what we're looking at, we're looking at anchor bolts, make sure the plumbing's in the right place, make sure your temporary driveways are in. Another big thing is, you'll have to refer to the plans, your set of blueprints, make sure all your strapping's in, that is county required. This is all your strapping that straps up on the framing. Later on, I'll show you a video on hold downs on the inside of the framing. But like I said, from this point, now that I know all bolts are in, all plumbing's in the proper place, I got my temporary driveways in, so we're ready to frame this building. But the step I'll do before I frame this building, like I said, I will call the concrete company, owner or project manager, whoever's running the work for them out in the field. I'll call the framing project manager or owner, whoever is running the field. We'll meet on site, and we will use a transit or a laser level, and we will shoot all these slabs in several different locations. Put a mark on the slab, and basically what you want to do there, you want to give the concrete company an opportunity to fix anything that could be out of level, not so much out of square. You're hoping by now, if they've been in the business, they've got things fairly squared up. It's mainly level. You guys do this every day, but they still get off because once again, they're rushing through these jobs trying to get them done and make as much money as they can. So we would meet out here, we would shoot these slabs, we would make any corrections, we would give the concrete company, a day or two to make the corrections if they choose to. If they choose not to, then we will make the corrections in the framing, and we'll issue a charge for whatever labor it takes the framers to correct the slab. Typically, that's kind of what you run into if you don't do this step. What I've found is a lot of people don't do this step, where they meet with the concrete company and the framer. A lot of people think they're too busy to do this, but it's a critical step. And like I said, keeping your contractors happy. Last thing you want to do is bring the framer out here without shooting the slabs, and then they run into a $3,000 on a building like this, could be a $3,000 to $10,000 fix, and then you just throw that charge on your concrete company. So your concrete company is not going to be happy. But if they know that the slab is out, they know the slab's out of level, and they know the slab is going to need to be fixed, and they don't choose to fix it, then they're accepting that charge or whatever it's going to be from there. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. I mean, there's a few other things. I'm looking for a ground rod coming up through the foundation, which is all it is a piece of rebar turned up at an angle. So that's where you tie your electric panel into for your grounding rod. But all in all, guys, I just wanted to show you the slabs and how I do things in the process. Like I said, I'm going to be making a list of videos, multifamily, single family, whatever projects that that come my way, and I'll be making step-by-step videos out through the process. I got 28 under construction. So I got a ton of videos coming for you. I hope this information's good. Leave a comment or let me know what else you guys would like to see as far as townhouses, condos, and single families. All right, guys, for now, that's all I got. You guys have a great day. Thanks.